Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. Today we're in the western suburbs of Illinois, and I have Frank Schmego with me today, and he's got a great car for you. Frank, what year, make, and model is this one?
Lou, this is a 1961 Oldsmobile Starfire Convertible.
Let's take a look at our featured attraction. Well, you're gonna like this because I know I haven't seen one before, so maybe you also haven't seen one before. So let me stand back and let you take that in. Frank, how long have you had this one?
I got this car back in January of this year, so it's about 9 months I've had it now.
What's the color on this?
This is called Garnet.
Garnet. And as we take a closer look, you can see we've got the globe there in the center for the Oldsmobile. We have the two spears or hood ornaments going straight up the center. Each letter pieced out there on the Oldsmobile, and that grille kind of gets encapsulated. If I look at it from the side, I'll show you this way. You can see that it indents into the car from that angle. Just great. And how it's got this curve that pulls up here, which also has that in the 62. They kind of pronounce that front end a little bit more. Frank, now why this car out of all the cars in the world?
You know, I had a couple convertibles when I was young, Lou, and I told my wife I want one more before I'm done buying collector cars. I'd been looking for something about this size, but I wanted enjoyable, luxurious to drive versus a muscle car. I had thought about a Buick, maybe a Cutlass, and then I saw this, and I just could not say no to this car.
Understandable. Well, while I'm here, I want to show it to you with the top up. Like so. And now we'll take the top down. Frank, go ahead, take the top down, if you would, please. Just like that. And that said, let's take a look. Let's take a look at that nice curvature there. As you can see, it's got this spear down the side of it, has the nice arrowhead there. Now these aren't the original caps. We're going to show you that in the trunk. And it has the word Starfire there with this nice blunt piece there to take you down. Is that stainless all the way down?
Yes, that's stainless with that chrome accent piece on top of it.
Okay. And is that the actual Oldsmobile rocket there? It is.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. But they look time period correct.
Those are from a 61 88.
Okay.
And that's a two-piece hub with the beauty ring.
Yeah. And I see this mirror. When you look at it this way, you can see how flat that mirror is right there. There's no, I should do it that way. Real flat, no piece where there's no aerodynamics to that. And even that windshield, I want to feature that because it has a nice swoop back, the curvature of the glass. We have the front in the sun. Let's take a look under the hood, shall we? And as we open her up, that's glorious. What's the cubic inch?
This is a 394. This was a little higher compression. This was 10 and 25 to 1 on the compression ratio, which gave us 330 horsepower for a luxury, personal luxury car.
And not just high compression, but ultra high compression. Also, this came from the factory with the air conditioning?
Yes.
Wow. In 61, usually you had one or the other, not both. Look at the ribbing underneath there too with the sound deadener. Wow, that looks great. And look at all the piping, I'll call it. They closed this off, bolted that down so you can't see the horns and things. There's your water bottle. What do we have here? Is that cruise control?
No, that's all part of the air conditioning
Really?
and venting system.
Wow.
And part of this fairing in the front
Yeah.
goes hand in hand with the shape of the grill you described to funnel air into the radiator.
Is that right? Wow. Look at all the detail in that time period. You know, when I see a car like this, and it's kind of funny, Frank, because I saw you at a car show, and I jumped in front of your car, and I started asking you questions, and then I looked up and I went, Frank! So, now this side of the car has got to be very difficult to work on. This side's wide open. Did it come with chrome valve covers?
Yes, those are from the factory along with the air cleaner and the little bling on the oil filter. Because they dress this one up.
Yeah, and there's our bling he's talking about on the oil filler. I'm noticing that right there. Is this a Survivor?
Yes, that would be an inspection number from probably the man who did the pre-inspection before the engine went in on the body assembly.
Really?
When you see those kind of things, it's a good key that that car has been left alone unmolested for all the years.
Exactly. Single master cylinder.
With power booster.
With a power booster behind it, right? Yeah. I'm just looking. You have to get all the way on this side to see the second chrome. I hope that I can getting that with the camera on this side. Let's fire it up, shall we? We'll listen to it idle. We'll give it a rev, and we'll turn it around for people. Listen to that idle. Can you step on the brakes for just a second, Frank? And this is that idle. Go ahead, give it a good rev. That's a good rev. Wow. Sounds like a luxury liner. Just for grins, can you throw it in reverse for a second? I just want to show those reverse lights. There you go. All right, we'll take it out of reverse. Put it back into neutral. And we'll turn it around. Well, as you look at the back of that, you can see that these bumpers in 61 stick out, much like the 61 Eldorado Cadillac. And I believe they call those skags. I could be wrong, and I think that's some kind of a boat term. And if I'm not, please, as the viewers, feel free to correct me. But that really has a distinctive look for that year. And I want to show it to you a little closer with the Oldsmobile. It's got that nice panel in the center. Notice the taillights only have that chrome on the top half on both sides. And I want to step back one more time because I want to show you that we've got some trunk and treats on this one. Let's open that up, shall we, the trunk? We have Starfire listed there. Oldsmobile across there, the added Oldsmobile piece here. Look at that. The jack instructions, as you can see from there. I also see we've got the power antenna. We have the jack right there. You can see how the cardboard works around there. Now this is the original hubcap.
Yes, that's the original.
Getting a lot of glow off that. So that would have been what it would have looked like. Let me just turn that just a bit. There we go. So you can kind of see that. And you were saying that these were kind of spring-loaded to the car. I noticed they're also color-coded.
So you see that there's this bar here?
Yes.
So what you had to do was grab with both hands, yank it away from the wheel, attached, stick your fingers back in a 1.5-inch space to try to unlatch the springs.
My goodness.
I did that once. That was enough.
All right. You said that's enough of that. So it wasn't the pleasure lift that I'm looking on the shock absorbers. It was quite the dramatic information. There's how your pleasure lift works. We'll open that up. Your shock absorbers. And I always enjoy the trunk and treats because you never know what you're going to get when you do that. And this one's great. the Pleasure Lift Power Pack. Does this one have the Pleasure Lift?
It does not at this time.
Okay.
I don't know over the course of its life had it come with it or not.
Yeah, the fact that you have that though is really cool. You can see some of the notes here. Some of the details here, all the nice pictures, electric window, etc. Your air conditioning and your dash outlets. Let's go actually see some of those. I'm going to let you, I also noticed we've got the trunk light there. I'm going to let you shut that. I'll come right around here. May I open it?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So as you come over here, I just want to show you the door panel right there. You've got a lot going on there. You've got carpet on the bottom, stainless through the middle, a reflector here at the back in case you open the door so people, these chrome 4 strips here and this 5th strip going around your window that does that, like so, so extra ventilation. And take a look, since we've got the sun hitting it. That's just glorious. The back of the seats have this metal that you can hear. You've got that globe again there in the speaker. Notice you have the rear light.
Something interesting.
Yeah, please.
These are factory floor mats attached to the car.
Wow. Very cool.
And I believe Cadillac did that also.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. I just want to show that up the center there. And notice you have your windows. I'll just start here. There. And I just want to come to the side for just a second.
That console, Lou, this
Yeah.
is the first first General Motors car to ever, full-size car, to have bucket seats and a center console.
And leather seats.
And these are leather seats.
Yeah, I could see they look like they are from the factory.
And they are.
How many
And
miles does this car have on it?
78,000.
It's really clean for
Change.
78,000.
You know, the leather seats were the actual tip in to buy the car.
Yeah. Okay, let's sit in here. That looks like quite the brake pedal there. There's your air conditioning information. Generator oil. Clock dead up the center. Gas. Your heater vents. So the heater vents on one side, air conditioning on the other. What is this switch here? Is this like switch it from air to heat or?
That's your speeds, your fan.
Okay, got it. High, low, got it. All right, makes perfect sense. And you have the ribbon speedometer?
Yes. So it starts off at green, goes to yellow
Yeah,
at 30-mile increments, and then it goes to red when you get over 60.
really. I would have a problem with that because I'd make it like a video game and I'd want to be trying to get to that all the time. I like how you have the air conditioning piece there. Notice you have the word lighter and ashtray here, like so. Your speaker, your radio. I'll get a little closer on that. And most importantly too, for the passenger, the word Starfire right there with the logo. Nice. Right there. This nice piece of chrome
Now,
here.
I don't
more
know
air.
why they included a tachometer for an automatic transmission, but it works.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice.
That is kind of nice. And I like that right there. Yeah, I really like the depth on that piece there. I think it's time for us to take it for a ride.
I think so.
Let's go.
do that.
I wanted to show you as we took off is look at these knobs a little bit better since we have them in the sun. You can see they actually have, you know, you can see my finger through there. And then I'm showing you the wipers over here that I might have missed. Right there. There. And then take a look at the speedometer, how that works. Then you can see it turns orange. And unfortunately the road we're on, we're not going to get into red, but we'll show you that. Back to us in the car here. So how's it feel driving this one? Sit right there so you can see us.
You know, it's just a pleasure to drive this. How can you not love this panoramic view of everywhere you go?
Yeah.
You know, we talked about the small side view mirror, but who needs it with a convertible?
Yeah, no, it's
There's
great.
no blind spots. Literally no blind spots.
I just want to show people where we're at too. Take a look at this road.
And this is the place to enjoy a convertible on a summer day. Beautiful tree-lined road to drive on, breeze all the way around you. It's just a joy to drive.
This is a lot of fun. And it rides great. I mean, really smooth. The car's smooth. You can feel it. It feels nice on the road.
And how do you like these leather seats?
Yeah, they're comfy. Yeah, they're definitely comfy. I don't feel hot in them.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no, not too bad at all. When you finally got this one, what was your reaction?
Wow. Just wow.
And what's the reaction of people at the car shows?
Everybody loves this car. It just, people walk by, and especially the folks that are a little older in life that remember mid-60 convertibles and mid-60 cars. They just love this thing.
I can understand why. Look at the instrumentation in the sun, and we'll just show you that view. This is really good, isn't it?
This is just a pleasure to drive. And you can also enjoy our 19's Class of 61 tassel, just
Nice.
doing a little hula dance for us.
Might I add, car color matching coats there. Very nicely done. pretty good stuff there for sure. How'd you find the 61?
You know, I just went on as a whim on eBay of all places, and there it was.
There it was.
So it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. That's just great. Just wonderful. Frank, always good seeing you. Thanks. Go ahead.
Louis, it's just a pleasure. I always enjoy getting together with you and talking cars and going for a ride. So, good time.
It's a lot of fun. Thanks so much for being on My Car Story.
You're welcome.